All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Monday, January 9th, 2012. I almost said 2010, but it's 2012, really. I'm going to go over the trades from the live trading room this morning, the trades we took, the trades we didn't take, and everything that went along with it. All right. We ended up this morning, we ended up down 2 points. Okay, the last trade that we took, we ended up getting a break even on, so we're down 2 points. 56 ticks for 7 contracts, which is what we happen to be trading. But let me go over the actual trades that we took here. All right, now on the 4 tick range, this was the first trade set up this morning when the BBC got outside the box, but it was disqualified with this little space right in here. Now I put the rules right here for everyone that was in the room this morning. I put the rules on the chart so you can see them. One, you get a higher swing, higher or lower swing, depending on which one it is, and which we got right here. 2, the BBC is outside the box. The box is the red dotted line right here. The BBC is the green line. We got outside the box. We had a fresh bubble down here. The red lines get outside the black. That's the bubble on the chop bands. And number 4 is where it failed. The pullback to the BBC must be clean. We did not have a clean pullback to the BBC right here because we had a higher low pivot right here. Okay, what that means is you can draw a trend line up the bottoms like that. All right, and that's no good. So we needed a fresh bubble all the way through here. We were waiting for a fresh bubble. Then finally we got one right in here. All right, price had moved up. It started to pull back, but it didn't touch the BBC. Put in a new high swing, pulled back, hit the BBC, moved up a little bit, gave us a little bit of profit, and then it tanked, and it came right down here. Now, there was a trade set up here that I didn't take. I think I was looking for a deeper pullback. I was going to try to take it off the 2100 tick or off the 10K. Is that the one that I didn't take? Yeah, that's sorry. There was a trade set up there that I didn't take. There was another one that I missed that went for 2 points that a bunch of the guys in the room got. And Dwayne actually took that other one too. But this one right here pulled back. This was at 11:01. It pulled back here, and I didn't take it because I was looking for a deeper pullback from one of the other charts over here. But it didn't pull back deeper, and then it went down to the profit target. It pulled up here. This was right near the close of the first of the morning session. It pulled up here, and I did take this short. It went plus 5 ticks from my entry, and I had moved my stop to break even, and it came back out and took me out at break even. All right, that was the 4 tick range. Now, let me go over here on the 2100. Same thing. This over here was the trade that Dwayne took and a bunch of the other guys in the room. I tried to take it, but I didn't get filled on it. This right here at 74.5 is where I was trying to fill. It came up and it ticked off at 74.5. Dwayne had an MIT order on. He got filled at 74.25. It went about 3 points in favor of the trade. Some guys took 2 points out of that. Some guys were looking for more. But they all got stopped out over here at plus one tick. Everybody that was looking for more got stopped out over there at plus 1 tick. All right. There was another. This was a Mike R trade here, and it was the trade that I took that we lost on. All right, right here, the same thing, same place. We all took that trade. We all lost a couple of points on it. At least I did. And this was the one, I believe this is the one at the end of the day, the end of the morning. Just scroll up. Yeah, this is the one that I took at the end of the morning. All right. Now with the bullish cross here and a pullback down to the BBC, we didn't get a cross at the 50 here yet, so that's not a valid Mike R trade yet. Over here on the YM, I took a trade here this morning too. I'll show you where I took that. The first trade that I took after not getting filled on one, I took one over here, and I was looking for it to get down here to the BBC. I mean, from the BBC to the MA1, I went short here, and it had moved down, and I moved my stop up to break even, and it came back and got me out of break even before it dropped 24 points. All right, so I got a break even on that one. I got a break even and a loss over here, and that was my trading morning. All right, Now, for those of you guys who like the 6E, let me just drag this over here. And I'll try to show you a couple of things on the 6E from this morning. I'm going to drag another time frame over here with the 6E as well. Alright, and I'll just show you a couple of things that happened this morning. One actually just happened right here. We had a pierce of the envelope from the bottom, pierce of the blue envelope from the bottom. What Jeff was saying is when he sees that, he just jumps in with a 7-tick stop. So there were a couple of those this morning. There was one there and one over here where it pierced the envelope from the bottom. And from a grade perspective, Jeff likes to grade his trades, A, B, C, D. This I think would be an A, a definite A right here. Because it was green heading into the envelope and it didn't have any breaks in the green, had a nice slope to it. So that would have given a nice gain right there. Alright, now that was all on the 6E, and that was all after the open. Now prior to the open, there wasn't much on that one time frame from that perspective. But if we go over here, this is the 4-tick range 6E. Okay. So if we look over here, when you have some divergence after like 2 o'clock in the morning, when you have some, because we're above the elbow right here, it's all blue. We're above the elbow. We're looking for long trades, so we're looking for bullish divergences. All right. When you get your bullish divergences, then you're looking for your close up above the MA1. When these lines start to turn up, you look for your close above the MA1. Right here, it didn't go very far, but it went a little way. We broke down below the elbow, but we didn't have any bearish divergence yet. We broke back up above the elbow, and we had bullish divergence down here. Now the divergence is just on the combo indicator, okay? This is up here, and these are down here. That's the divergence. So you look for your close up above the MA1, and there it was. All right. Now that's still prior to the open of the U.S. markets there, but we broke the elbow to the downside, and you look for your divergence on the downside. Now right here, this line right here never turned blue, so that adds strength to this. It suggests that that's going to be a larger move. Right here would have been the entry on that at 27.58, and you can see it dropped 28 points, or 28 ticks, the equivalent of 7 ES points all the way down here. And it did all that in, I don't know, about half hour or so, it looks like. Let's see, we broke it to the upside here, but I don't know if I would have done this because the MA1 was below the BBC. Right here. The entry would have been here for the long, but I don't think that I would have done that one. Over here we broke it to the downside, and right in here it didn't really go anywhere. With a 7-tick stop, you probably would have gotten stopped out on that one. I think that's the one I was talking about this morning. The stop was at 45, so you definitely would have gotten stopped out on that. Let's see. And that's it. That is it. Right now, it's got some bullish divergence developing right here. Okay. There's a couple of ways you could play this. You could just take the long right off the BBC right here. Now that we've broken the elbow, we put in a higher swing and we have some bullish divergence. You could take the long right off the BBC here at 27.45, but it is 12:30 and the euro's not actively trading right now. But that was just one other way that you could trade that if you wanted to. Alright. Are there any questions about any of that? I'm going to drag all these things off of here. Okay. I'm going to drag them all off of here. And that's it. If there are no questions, I'm going to stop the recording.